Hare Krishna. So welcome to the online classes. So today we have a beautiful topics, that is Srila Prabhupada very often use this beautiful verses from Srimad Bhagavatam spoken by Prahlad Maharaj 7.5.32, the dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotee, because now at present we are all encased in this material body and we are entangled in this material existence, and we have no strength to extricate from this obnoxious entanglement. So what is the solutions Srimad Bhagavatam offers to exonerate us from these clutches of Maya, stringent clutches of Maya? So we will discuss about the solution. Prahlad Maharaj has nicely quoted the solution to get out from this material existence. So we will discuss. Before we start our discussion, we should offer our Mangalacharan. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागणश्रीरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं सद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजानसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सगणललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषावानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you very much. So today we will discuss about the most important subject, one of the most important subject matter, beautiful verses from the Srimad Bhagavatam. So here, see the verse here, the 7.5.32. So here it is said beautifully. Prabhupada used to quote these verses that how that everybody is in entanglement, material entanglement. What is the solution? The solution is given by Prahlad Maharaj here, that how one can get out from this entanglement. Naisammatistavad urukramhangrim sprashasti anartha upagama yadartha mayasam padaraja abhishekam niskanchana na vrinita yavat. So here it is said that mayasam matistavat urukramangrim, unless they smear upon their body the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnava, completely freed from the material contamination, person very much inclined towards material life cannot be attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified for his uncommon activities. Only by becoming Krishna consciousness and taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, in this way can one be freed from the material contamination. So at present we are all inclined towards materialistic life, because this material existence means conditioned life, materialistic life. And the materialistic life or material existence begins when we desire to imitate the Lord, desire to have a sense gratifications. Materialistic life essentially means sense gratification, hedonistic way of life. gratify the senses indiscriminately. So when it begins with when we are trying to desire, the desire to, for sense gratification, desire to imitate the Lord. That time we are being caught by the Maya, we are being conditioned by the Maya. So as a result, we forget the Lord, and we have been here suffering in this material world since time immemorial. That is our, the cause, root cause, root cause of our conditioning life. We try to imitate. We are all part and parcel of the Lord, and we are in spiritual in quality. But when we desire to become God or imitate the Lord or desire to have a sense gratification separately from the Lord, at that time we are under the condition of Maya. So everybody in this material existence, to some degree, they are having the desire or inclined toward the materialistic life. And how they can get out from this material existence? Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam, the devotees and Krishna himself comes and try to help us to get out from this, or give the solution. Here one of the solution, this is the solution is given: unless the sphere of their body is the dust of the lotus feet, unless one come in contact with spiritual master, a bona fide spiritual master, a pure devotee, there is no question of getting out from these clutches of Maya. Because this material life is so conditioned, we have so much tenacious determination to enjoy the materialistic life, to enjoy the senses. As a result, we are so much indifferent to any kind of instruction, nor we have some strain to, get out from this world. So in this purport, Prabhupada says, becoming Krishna consciousness bring about anartha upagama. So anartha, these are all anartha. The anarthas are like all this misery, material miseries are anartha. Adhyatmik, adidaivik, all these material miseries are all the unwanted habit. The sense gratification of the unlimited sense gratification is anartha. So the anartha will be mitigated when we become Krishna consciousness. In disappearance of anartha, the miserable condition we have unnecessarily accepted. We have unnecessarily accepted this. Anartha means all these miserable conditions, obnoxious misery, because material life essentially means misery, obnoxious misery. Birth, death, disease, old age, these are the principal misery, followed by adhyatmik, adidaivik, adibhotik, these are the things. It is stated in that. We can come back to these verses. Let us go to verses that we have always in material world, as Krishna says, dukkhalayam asashvatam. Also one of the beautiful verses, it is said that we are also not only birth, death, disease, we are also afflicted by the adhyatmik, adidaivik, adibhotik. Materialistic activities are always mixed with three kinds of miserable conditions: adhyatmik, adidaivik, adibhotik. Therefore, even if one achieves some success by performing such activity, what is the benefit of this success? One is still subject to birth, death, old age, disease, the reaction of his spiritual activity. So, therefore, this material activities, this material existence, material life is not only dukkhalayam, it is also asashvatam. It is temporary, troublesome and temporary. So, therefore, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says that these are called anarthas. And to get out from the anartha, one have to become Krishna consciousness. So how to become Krishna consciousness? The material body is basic principle of this unwanted miserable condition. Because we have taken this material body, therefore all this conditioning, all the miserable things is coming. In spiritual existence, there is absent of all these miserable conditions. There is no birth, there is no disease, no death, there is no adhyatmik, no such material afflictions. Only in this material condition life, or in this material body, as long as we have got that, we have accepted this material body, then we have to undergo all this unwanted misery, unwanted anxiety. That has been stated also Prahlad Maharaj, that the sada samudigna. Beautiful verses, Prahlad Maharaj quoted this one. तत्साधुमान्य so asura varya dehinam sada samudigna diham asadagrahat. Because we have accepted this material body, therefore we have got so much anxiety, so much misery. Due to our existential disharmony. We are spiritual in quality, but we have now engaged in this material body. So we are undergoing this conditioned life of repeated birth, death, old age, disease, adhyatmik, adi, doipik, adi, bhautik, all this obnoxious misery, and we have been defeated by Maya. We have been, attacked by the. We have been subjugated by the irrepressible time. So therefore it is said, tas sadhumanyas asura varyadehinam sadasa mudignadiyam asadagrahat. And this, as long as we have this material body, and we are accepting this material body as a permanent, the temporary material body, temporary material, it is translation, it is said that the O best of Asura, the king of demons, as far as I have learned from my spiritual master, any person who has accepted a temporary body, temporary household life is certainly embarrassed by the anxiety, because having fallen in dark well, where there is no water but only suffering, one should give up this position and go to forest. So here it is said that material existence essentially means that we have fallen into the darkest well and there is no water. Because we have accepted this temporary household life and temporary body. As a result, we are embarrassed by all kind of anxiety and miserable condition of life. That is the root cause of, that is the basic principle of our anartha or the miseries, as Prabhupada nicely quoted in this purport, nicely stated in this purport. And the entire Vedic civilization is meant to relieve from this unwanted misery. See, whole entire Vedic civilizations is meant for that. All the scriptures meant or aims at the particular point, one point, to how to relieve these conditioned living entities from this unwanted misery of material existence, unwanted misery of conditioning life. That is the aim of entire Vedic civilization. But person bound by the laws of nature do not know the destination of life. That is the problem. Forgetfulness. As soon as we are caught by Maya, Krishna bhuliya jiva bhagavancha kare nikatastha maya tare jhapatiya dare. As soon as we are caught by Maya, what is the effect of, what is the influence of Maya? Forgetfulness. We are forgetting our constitutional position as a servant and subservient of the Supreme Lord Krishna. We are trying to become a master. We want to become a God. We want to enjoy. That is our pitfall. That is our miserable condition. We do not know our destination of life, because Maya has two things. I can show you a beautiful verses. Maya has two functions. This is a very good verses actually. 334. Jantur bhai bhavatasmin yam yam joni manurbrajet. See, this is a beautiful verses. The living entity, in whatever species of life he appears, finds a particular type of satisfaction in that species. He is never averse to being situated in such a condition. Any life, even a hog in material world, Maya influence, the preponderance influence of Maya is such a that even in the hell, people are thinking I am happy. Even a dog life, dog is thinking I am happy. Even a hog who is eating stools, he is thinking I am happy. That is how the stupendous, the preponderance influence of Maya is so strong. It creates a pandemonium in our spiritual life. They are never averse to being situated in such a condition. They never. The hog is also I am happy. No. And it happened also. One time there was a story, a real story that was Indra was cursed by one of the sages, I think Durvasa or Brihaspati. So he took the birth of a hog, and he was undergoing the punishment, accepting the body of a hog. Then after his duration of punishment over, the Lord Brahma has come down and he asked please come back, your tenure of punishment has been over. Now you are a Indra. Now you have to come and take the responsibility of the king of the as a king of the heaven. You have to take the responsibility in the heaven. But Indra immediately say, no, 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 no. I am happy. I am happy. I have got a very large family as a hog. Hogs are very good in extensive family, to procreating extensive family. They are expert in that, more expert than the human being. So they create dozen of in 6 months they create dozen of piglets. So Indra refused to go with Brahma. No, no, I am very happy in this hog life. I have a very, very big family, large family, very, very extensive family. So I do not want to go. I am very happy. I am very content in this species. So how a Indra, king of heaven, he was so deluded by the Maya and is happy. That is the influence of Maya. Therefore, Prabhupada says that we do not know our destination of life under the influence of Maya. Influence of Maya means forgetfulness of the aim of life, forgetfulness of the objective of life. What is that objective of life? As a servant and subservient of Krishna. Jivera Sarupa hoye Nitya Krishnera Dasa. Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is stated in 2108. Madhya, Jivara Sarupa, the constitutional position, our original position, being a subservient, a servant of Krishna. Eternal servant. We are eternal. Eternal servant of Krishna. So here it is stated that the function of the Maya, here Prabhupada in purport very nicely say, satisfaction of the living entity in a particular type of body, even if it is most abominable, is called illusion. That is called Maya. Even it is abominable species, he thinks that, okay, this is fine. A man in a higher position may feel dissatisfaction with the standard of life of a lower grade animal. But the lower grade man is satisfied in that position because of the spell of Maya, the external energy. Maya has two phases of activity. One is called Prakhepatmika, the other is called Avaranatmika. Avarana means covering. Avaranatmika means covering. Prakhepatmika means pulling down. First it will cover you. First it will cover you. Forgetfulness of Krishna, forgetful of destination of life. Therefore living entity does not know. Nati viddu sartha gatimi Vishnu. The very previous verses of our topics today, 7532, 7531, Prahlad Maharaj quoted this verse, Nati vidyu sartha gatimi Vishnu. The living entity does not know his self-interest, does not know the destination of the life, does not know the objective of life. Nati vidyu sartha gatimi durasaya bhairathamanina. He is so ambitious to enjoy the material senses. He is not aware of his destination. He is not aware of the aim of the life and the goal of the life, human form of life. So therefore it is here, say Krishna Prabhupada is writing, first thing is cover, Maya, and second thing is pulling down. In any condition of a materialistic person or animal will be satisfied because if his knowledge is covered by the influence of Maya. In the lower grade or lower species of life, the development of consciousness is so poor one cannot understand whether he is happy or distressed. This is called Avaratmika. When a hog who lives by eating stool finds himself happy, although a person in a higher mode of life sees that dog is eating stool, how abominable that life is. So this is called Avaratmika. Avaratmika means even a hog, a dog, even a tree, they do not know they are happy or distressed. They are thinking, oh, okay, fine. This any species of life, they are fine. Even in hellish condition, the very next verses is also very important. That it is said that in the very next verses, it is said that this, even hellish condition of life also, people think that in very next verse we can go, it is stated here that the conditioned living entity is satisfied in his own particular type species of life, which is deluded by covering influence of the illusory energy. He feels little inclined to cast off his body. Even when in hell, he takes delight in hellish enjoyment. Even the conditioned soul living entity in the hell, he delights hellish enjoyment. See how much we are deluded by Maya, how much degree of delusion, how much power of Maya, influence of Maya. Even in hell also we delight. Oh, that is fine. That is fine. That is called Avaratmika. Maya covers the knowledge. that I am the subservient, I am the spiritual entity, mamivansa jiva loko jivavutta sanatana, I am the part and parcel of the Lord, and I am spiritual in quality. That understanding is covered. And also he is pulling down. If somebody is trying to become Krishna consciousness, the Maya is pulling down. Prakhyatmika, pull down you, throw it out and cover it. So this is the influence of the Maya. So therefore we are in very precarious situation, and how to get out from the predicament the Vedic civilization is meant to relieve or give solution to this predicament. Give some melodies to this panacea. So panacea to the melodies. But person bound by the laws of nature do not know the destination of life. As described in the previous verse, Isha Tantram Urudham Nibaddha. The previous verses, you can see here, Prahlad Maharaj is saying that Nate Viddu Swartha Gatimi Vishnu. So here it is saying that Nate Viddu Swartha Gatimi Durasaya Bahirathmanina Andha Jathandhai Rupaniyamanam Te Pisha Tantram Urudham Nibaddha. Nate Viddu Swartha Gatimi, they do not know their self-interest. Durasaya Bahirarthamanina. Durasaya Bahirarthamanina means they are so ambitious to enjoy the senses due to influence of the Maya. So Andha Jathandha, they are misled by the other, they are blind and misled by other blind leader. Tepi Satantram Urudham Nibaddha, they are so much conditioned they cannot take out by any kind of means. They do not have power themselves to take out a strict to release from this bonding, from this influence of Maya. They are bound by the, Tepi Satantram Urudham Nibaddha. Person who was strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material life, who have therefore accepted as the leader or guru is similar blind men attached to external sense object, cannot understand the goal of life to return home back to God. This is the goal of life, return home. They do not know because so much entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying this material life. And they have accepted a leader or a so-called impostor or guru of similarly blind men. Their leader is blind, their guru is also blind. They do not know how to, they do not understand the goal of their life to go back to Godhead. Nate Vidhu Swartha Gatim Vishnu. And engage in the service of the Vishnu. As a blind man guided by another blind man miss the right path and fall into ditch, materially attached men led by another materially attached men are bound by the ropes of fruitive labor which are made of very strong cords, and they continue again and again in materialistic life, suffering the sheepfold of misery. So it is so bang on, Prabhupada like this Prahlad Maharaj teaching, because it is so much appropriate to the, bang on to our modern materialistic life. Modern materialistic life grossly neglected these particular things. There is destination of life, aim of life, purpose of life. They are so much into the, so much captivated, so much overwhelmingly engrossed in the sense gratification process. So they are completely blind about their self-realization or aim of life. And they are not only that, they are accepting the leaders who are also completely blind. When a blind man leads by another blind man, they will go to, inevitably will fall into ditch. That is what Prahlad Maharaj saying, that you all darkest well of, you will fall down the darkest well and there is no water. And they cannot do anything because they are so much bound by the strong cord. Tepisha Tantram Urudham Nibaddha. They are so much bound by the materialistic fruitive labors. They cannot release themselves. Very previous verses also Prahlad Maharaj is telling, no, these people, those who are so much into the sense gratification, they cannot release themselves. They cannot have inclination for Krishna. They have no inclination for getting out from the clutches of Maya. No inclination, no propensity for getting a solution. Matinna Prahlad Uvacha Matinna Krishne Paratho Swatava Mitho Pipadyat Grihavartanam Andhanto Govir Visatam Tamisram Punha Punascharvitam Charvananam. So here it is a beautiful verses, this one, 7.5.30. Prabhupada always quoted these three verses. Prahlad Maharaj replied, because of their uncontrolled senses, person too addicted to the materialistic life make progress toward hellish condition. Repeatedly chew that which has already been chewed. Their inclination towards Krishna never aroused, either by instruction of other or by their own effort, or by a combination of both. See, because of their uncontrolled senses, they have the materialistic life. They are making towards the progress of hellish condition, completely hellish condition. People are so harassed. Nobody is happy, hustling, bustling to the office, enormous stressful life, exceedingly busy life. The women, children, the brahmanas, the cows, they are grossly neglected. The illicit connection with women, they made this things, they are uncared. Children are also uncared. They become Varna Sankara, unwanted children. They become rocks, thieves. Very objectionable character. Women become polluted and they are trying to independent because of this factor. They are uncared in this age of Kali. People are so much into enjoying, exploiting others because of this sense gratification process. Their aim is sense gratification. Nyunam pramata kurute vikrama tadendriya priti. Nyunam pramata kurute vikrama. They become mad to enjoy their senses. And as a result, things are very chaotic. The Brahmanas are totally give up, although traditionally they are very intelligent. They have taken up this modern education against the rules, against the principle, and they become lowest of lowest. And this, they are being administered by the low class people who are the administrative politician, and they become they condemns the Vedic injunction and accepted the secular state. As a result, things are very chaotic. So here it is said that their materialistic life make progress towards hellish condition of life, because the sense gratification is hellish condition. You have to undergo repeated birth and death in old age. That is the problem with sense gratification process. That is also stated in beautiful Bhagavatam, that how this the condition of life. So there it is in 11.10.2, it is stated there, it is stated in this beautiful verses, that how all the sense gratification process will lead to a doom to destruction actually. It is said that a purified soul should see that because the conditioned soul who are dedicated to sense gratification have falsely accepted the object of sense pleasure as a truth, all their endeavors are doomed to failure, because they are going to, because the material existence will not allow, because the existence is we are existing in a very non-existential atmosphere. You cannot enjoy perpetually. We have to kicked out. We cannot maintain the status quo of enjoying the senses, no. So we have to kicked out, because dukkhalayam asasasam, this material existence is very transient by nature. Because of this ephemeral transient by nature, we cannot enjoy perpetually. We have to kicked out. And doomed to all your plans, all your schemes of enjoying senses will be failure. Mogo asa mogogga karma mogo jnana vichetisa. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, all the hopes is going to failure ultimately. So they do not know their destination of life. They do not know their self-interest. No, this sense gratification process is leading me to the hell, marching towards the hell. They have no idea. We are all caught by this irrepressible time, and we are all in a death queue, and which is going forward every day, every sunrise. Ayur harati vai punsam Udyam Ashtancha Annesu. Every sunrise we are reducing one day of our life, and we have no idea. We are blind to this impending death and trying to, enjoy the senses. That is called influence of Maya. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj is giving a solution how you cannot get out by any other means. It is stated in these verses, because of their uncontrolled sense, their inclination towards Krishna never aroused, either by instruction of other, never aroused. By their own effort they cannot, nor by others. Others means all these materialistic people, the leaders, blind leaders and blind guru, impostor guru. They cannot, the inclination towards Krishna or inclination to solve the problem of material existence is never aroused, neither by own effort nor by other instruction, or by their own effort, or by a combination of both. They cannot. By parliamentary discussion, by conference, seminar, they cannot. They are trying to, just like United Nations of Organization. They have so many conferences, but the solution is not there. Their fighting is going on, war is going on. War is going on. So they cannot do that, because so much they are into sense gratification. They are thinking, I am this body, I am belong to this community, this country, and this family, so and so forth. They are deluded by this I, me, mine, the bodily conception of life, and consequently they cannot get out from this parliamentary discussion or conference, seminar, or by own effort or by others. Own effort they cannot. It is stated also, this beautiful verses 11, 20 to 10 Srimad Bhagavatam, that a living entity cannot get out by own effort. Beautiful verses. Anadi avidya yuktasya. Because the person who has been covered by ignorance since time immemorial is not capable of effecting his own self-realization. There must be some other personality who is in factual knowledge of absolute truth, can impart knowledge to him. So here it is stated that by one cannot effect, capable of effecting own self-realization. That means one cannot his own effort arouse this inclination for Krishna, or arouse the inclination of getting out from this material existence, getting out from the influence of Maya. So one cannot do that in own effort. We need somebody which is knowledge, because now, as we have studied 334 and 5 Bhagavatam, that due to influence of Maya, Maya has avaranatmika influence, that Maya has covered our knowledge. Maya has covered our knowledge, therefore we cannot get out by own effort. We need somebody who is not covered, who is in factual knowledge. It is said that there must be some other personality who is in factual knowledge, who is not under the preponderant influence of Maya, and they can impart knowledge. Krishna also said in Bhagavad Gita that tadvidi paniprasena paripresena panipatena paripresena sevaya upadekchanti jnanam jnaninam te tattvadarshina. Tattvadarshi means who knows the absolute truth. So we should approach such a spiritual master, such a pure devotee who knows the actual truth. Samit prani srotiyam brahmanishtam, who knows this factual knowledge, that how to get out from this material existence. He can impart this knowledge. Tadvidi pranipatena paripresena sevaya upadekchanti te jnanam. He can impart the knowledge because he has seen the truth. He is in factual knowledge. Samit prani sotiyam. So he knows the knowledge. So therefore it is stated that, and you can go back to the verses. So therefore, so what is the solution now? The solution is this. They are conditioned by the three modes of material nature. The education that keeps conditions bounding called materialistic condition. So in this way they are bound, and their so-called material education also will not be helped. Material education means Jadavidya, that increases the Maya's influence rather than decrease, mitigate it. Jada Vidya Jata Mayar Vaibhava Bhakti Vinod Tagore. Their so-called education, I am very PhD, IITian, big CEO, that will not help us to get out from this material existence. This material knowledge is just for the livelihood. This is not to uncover. We need spiritual knowledge. That knowledge can be obtained by a spiritual personality who is free from all kind of contamination. Prabhupada here write, one may ask why highly educated person do not take to Krishna consciousness. The reason is explained in this verse. Unless one takes to shelter of bona fide, fully Krishna conscious spiritual master, there is no chance of understanding Krishna. To understanding Krishna is very, very difficult. Unless one, Krishna say that you one cannot understand me. Very difficult. One cannot understand by Nate Vidyusartha, one cannot understand by our material education. Naham Prakasha Sarvasya, Yogamaya Samarbhita is covered by the Yogamaya. One cannot, unless one is Bhaktyamama Vijananti Javanjacha Sami, unless one is a devotee, and to become a devotee means one has to approach a spiritual master. One cannot become devotee simply by himself. No. Guru Krishna Krupa Pava Bhakti Lata Bija. So by the mercy of the Krishna and Guru, one can become devotee. When one becomes a devotee, he can understand Krishna, he can have knowledge of Krishna. Otherwise, very difficult to understand Krishna. The educators, scholars, big political leader worshipped by millions of people cannot understand the goal of life, take to Krishna consciousness. For they have not accepted a bona fide spiritual master in the Veda. That is the problem. We have not accepted the bona fide spiritual master or Vedic injunction, Veda, the Shastra. We cannot. Even though I am a great leader, very popular leader, we have a great fan following, I am a great personality, I am an icon, but I cannot get out from this. I cannot understand the goal of life because I have not taken shelter of this. So unless we take shelter of the bona fide spiritual master, there is no possibility of understanding the aim of the life. As Krishna Upanishad it is said that Nayam Atma Pravachanena Lava Na Medhaya Na Bahuna Sutrena. One cannot become self-realized Atma Pravachanena by simply having academic education, by presenting lecture in a erudite way, or being an intelligent scientist or philosopher and discover wonderful thing. One cannot understand Krishna unless one is graced by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One cannot understand. One cannot. There is no possibility of understanding. Lord is unlimited. It is very difficult to understand. It is stated in the beautiful verses. There are two verses is there. One verse is there. That it is beautifully stated in 12:13:1 that ye Brahma tad Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stumbhanti Divyastabhya वेद संगे पादक्रम उपनिषदाय गायन्ति समागः न ध्यान वशिष्ठ तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति योगिना न ते विद्धु सुरासरगण देवे तस्मै नमस्ते. So this personality who is praised by the Brahma Varuna, Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunvanti Divyastabhya, who is praised by the transcendental hymn, by the great personality like Brahma, Rudra, Maruta, Varuna, and who is also glorified by the Veda, Upanishada, and also by the yogis. And nobody can, but that personality nobody can understand. Neither the Devas nor the Danavas know anyone. So that is the understanding. So one cannot understand the Lord by our academic situation. Even the great personality also they do not understand. Even Brahma also very nicely say that anybody claim that they understand Krishna, but as far as I am concerned, I do not know. The creator, the four-headed Brahma who is creator of this material existence, he himself submitted very humbly that I do not know Krishna. So understanding Krishna is very difficult. Krishna is unlimited, inconceivable. To understand Krishna is for a limited way, unless we surrender to the Lord, and Lord will reveal. And by surrendering to the Lord through the devotees, that's why this is the point. One must surrender to, one has to be Krishna consciousness to understand the Krishna. Otherwise we cannot understand Krishna. That is difficult. Therefore, to become Krishna consciousness, one must take shelter of the realized soul. That is the whole Sanam Vanam or essence of this verse, particular discussion. Today's verse is that how to take shelter of a Mahatma, so that we can understand the aim of life and get out from this material existence and stop this sense gratification process. Detach from withdraw from this sense gratification process. That is whole idea. So it is said that the only means is to become Krishna consciousness. And to become Krishna consciousness very easily, one must take shelter of a realized soul, a Mahatma whose only interest is engage in service of the Supreme Lord. As the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 9:13, Mahatmanastu mam partha daivam prakritim asritam bhajante ananya manasa gantva bhutadim abhayam. See, this is the qualification of a person whom a living entity must approach in order to understand the Krishna or get out from these clutches of Maya and material existence is to approach a Mahatma. Who is Mahatma? Mahatma means who is Mahatmanastu Mama Partha Daivam Prakriti Ashram. He under the shelter of the spiritual knowledge, divine nature, under the protection of the divine nature. O son of Partha, who are not deluded, the great soul are under the protection of divine nature. They fully engage in the devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original, inexhaustible. Gantva bhutadim abhayam, original and inexhaustible. So they know the Lord Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Therefore, they are completely, fully engaged in the service of the Lord. They are not deluded. And if we approach to that Mahatma, the great soul, Naisam matis tabad urukarmagrim Mayasam padaraja abhisekam. So if we approach that particular person and get the instruction, serve him, take the dust of his lotus feet, then we can understand Krishna. So, Dasya Devi Parabhakti Jatha Devi Tatha Guru Tasyati Katitai Arthat Prakashante Mahatmana. The beautiful verses, very important verses. The only formula to understand Krishna is that one has to have an unflinching faith in Krishna and Guru. That kind of Mahatma. Then all this Vedic knowledge, the import of Vedic knowledge automatically revealed to the person who have an implicit faith in both the Lord and spiritual master. Implicit faith. Jasya deve parabhakti jatha deve tatha guru. Tasyati katitai arthat prakasante mahatmana. That is the solution. That is the formula. That one has to have developed that implicit faith on this particular person. Therefore, today's is that unless one is favored by the Mahatma, great soul or bona fide spiritual master, one cannot effect his own self-realization. One cannot find out the solution to get out. One cannot understand this knowledge. The destination not a vidusarthagati life, the objective of life, to go back Godhead and engage in the service of the Krishna or Vishnu. That understanding will not come unless one approach. Therefore, it is said that tad vijnanartham sagurum eva vigachet. One must approach such a spiritual master and understand the tad vijnanartham, understand this knowledge that who am I, what is my relationship with God, why I have been suffering threefold of misery, why I have been awkward position, why I am dying, what is the next life after death, what is this material nature, what is this time factor, what is karma, all this knowledge will come. What is my constitutional position? So all this knowledge comes, one approaches a bona fide spiritual master. Therefore, it is Vedic injunction that it is a mandate that one must approach a spiritual master. Tad vijnanaratham sagurum eva abhigachet. Mundak Upanishad says that saguru eva means must, there is no option. It must, vidling. There is in Sanskrit called vidling, means there is no option, it's grayed out. One must approach a spiritual master. Then only one can understand Krishna, understand the aim of life. Tasmad gurum prapadyate sreya uttamam. The solution has been given repeatedly in Vedic scriptures that we have to approach a spiritual master. Spiritual life The solution is you have to. There is no other way. We cannot, as we understand that from the Prahlad Maharaj, that one cannot get out by own effort because we are so much bound. Our knowledge is covered by Maya. We cannot own effort. We cannot do it by others' instruction because others are also blinded. Jatha andeir, what is that? Jatha andhair upaniyamanam. They are also blind. The leaders are blind. The scientists are blind. All the gurus, the so-called gurus are blind, having no knowledge. They are not Mahatma, impostor. So therefore we cannot get out by other instruction, nor by both of them, by our own effort and their instruction. By both together also we cannot. Not by parliamentary effort, we cannot. Not by cooperation of both, we cannot. We need to approach a Mahatma who can. Therefore it is said that Jnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakkhurani Miletandena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. We are all blinded. Material existence means blind. We are all blinded. We do not know, just like a blind man do not know where my things are. He is searching everywhere. Similarly, we are blind about our destination of life, objective of life. A person who is in knowledge, but a guru or a Mahatma, a bona fide guru or a Mahatma, he will open our darkened eyes by torchlight of knowledge. When we will get torchlight, supposing in a darkness, when we got a torchlight, we will find out our things. Similarly, when Guru with a torchlight of knowledge opens our darkened eyes, then we can see as it is. We can understand the Krishna, we can understand the aim of life and get out from this material existence, get out from this obnoxious material condition. That is the essence of this verse. These are the Vedic injunctions. One must see here it is said that yam vivasya brinute etena labhya tasesha atma virunnate etanum sam. The Mundaka Upanishad also it is said that nayam atma pravachanena labhya na bahuna sutrena na medhya na bahuna sitra. As we have learned that one cannot find the solution by academic education, not by bahuna, by speaking a very good speaker, becoming a very good speaker, orator, and one cannot by any other means. Na bahuna sutrena, by hearing from so many sources, one cannot. Only thing, the Lord is obtained only by one whom He Himself chooses. To such a person, He manifests His own form. So it is the Lord who is the controller. He reveals actually. He reveals. And how He reveals? Those who have an implicit faith. Jasya deve parabhakti, jatha deve tatha guru. Dasyati kathitai arthat prakasante mahatmana. So how He reveals to that person who has an implicit faith in the Guru and Krishna. Guru Krishna Krupa Pava Bhakti Lata Bhava Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavana Jiva. Because this of sense gratification, we are moving from one planet to another planet, one species to another planet, wandering from different body because simply sense gratification. It is stated in one of the verses. Because of sense gratification, we are wandering. And by Guru and Krishna mercy, one can get the. This is a beautiful verses is there. So it is said that by the sense gratification process, one is. See here it is said that as long as one desire to sense gratification, we create material activity. When living it acts in material field, he enjoys the senses. While enjoying senses, he creates another series of material activity. In this way, living being become entrapped in condition. So he entrapped, creative action, reaction, so different body. And to stop this one, Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavana Jiva, Guru Krishna Krupa Pava Bhakti Lata Beach. So this is the formula has given. So Srila Prabhupada written the last paragraph, these are the basic injunction. One must take shelter of a self-realized spiritual master, not a materially educated scholar or politician. One must take shelter of Niskanchanam, a person engaged in devotional service, free from material contamination. That is the way to return home back to Godhead. This is the formula is given. How to return to back to Godhead. How we can return. This is the formula that one should not. Nowadays people are so much blind, so much captivated, so much engrossed, so much captivated by so-called materially educated scholar and politician. They have millions of fan follower, millions of like for nothing, useless thing they write, useless conception of life, completely based on the material conception, bodily conception of things. All their statement, all their instructions are solely and utterly based on the bodily conception of life. Still people are so blind and they are captivated and they are following them. As a result, they are not finding the solution of getting out from this material miseries. Material existence means material miseries. This death, birth, disease, old age, all misery. They have no idea. COVID-19 is a testimonial of this. They have no idea. Therefore, it is said that one cannot by all these things, Vedic injunctions say that one cannot, one must take shelter of this Mahatma, not this all so-called material educationists or politicians. Then only one can return back to Godhead. It is stated in the beautiful verses on this two substances, this point in other verses. One see here, it is stated in 552 by Rishabhadev that Mahat Seva Dwaram Ahur Vimuktamodvaram Joshitam Sangi Sangam. One can attain path of liberation from material bondage only by rendering service to highly advanced spiritual personality. She say that one can only get out by the approaching, and if one is engaged in the person who is not spiritually advanced, what will happen? Then for those who are not interested in such activities, who associate with people fond of women sex, path of hell is wide open. So if do not approach a Mahatma, then what will happen? The path of their destination will be hell. Therefore Shastra says that one has to change his Soeva sadhu sukrita. Prabhupada used this word always. Association for sense gratification is certainly path of bondage, but same type of association performed with a saintly person leads to path of liberation, even if performed without knowledge. See, beautiful verses. Prabhupada used these verses very, very frequently, particularly this word, Soeva sadhu sukrita. The same kind of association we are associating. There is no question of association. Association is there, but association of sense gratification certainly leads our path of bondage. But same association will be transformed with a saintly person. Just like we associate with a drunkard, we become know how to drink, we also become drunkard. If we associate with a saintly person, we become saint. So association is very, very important. A man is judged by his company. So the association is very, very important. Association with sadhu is so important. All the Shastra loudly proclaim that sadhu sanga sarva shastra kahe labha matra sadhu sanga sarva siddhi hoy. By moment even association with saintly person, one can get perfection of life. Because he can understand, he can put forward one step to understand the aim of life. Therefore it is said that sadhu sanga is so important, association is very, very important. It will open the path of liberation. That is our aim of life, how to get out from this material existence and go back to Godhead, engage in the service of Krishna or Vishnu. Nate viddu sattagati me Vishnu. That is the aim of life. It is stated one of the verses by a devotee. It is I think 325, 20. Devotee, I think. This is the verse. Prasangam ajaram pasam atmanaha kavya viddu saiva sadhusu krita. Same thing. Mokhodaram apabritam. Same thing. Saiva sadhusu kritam. Sadhusu means to the devotee. Krita means applied. Same association if applied to sadhu, then path of liberation wide open. Every learned man knows very well that attachment for material is the greatest entanglement of spirit soul. But that same attachment, when applied to self-realized devotee, opens the door of liberation. See? That has been given in all these scriptures very loudly, that one must associate with saintly person. Lavamatra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. Lavamatra, even a little bit of advancement, a little bit of attachment, association with sadhu, it will give all perfection of life, and one will understand the goal of life and go back to Godhead, engage in the service of the Lord Krishna. That is the aim of life, and that is the statement of Vedic injunction. That is the Vedic injunction. That is the statement of Vedic civilization, Vedic culture. All the scriptures addressing in one point, to associate with the sadhu and get out from these clutches of Maya. So therefore today's verses, we can go back to today's verses and wrap up before wrapping up. नैषम मतिस्तवदुरु कर्माग्निस प्रशस्ति अनर्थोपगाम यदर्था मय्यासम पादराजाभिषेकम निष्कांचनम नाम वृणिता यावत्. So नैयासम मतिस्तवदुरु कर्माग्निन. So all this material misery, material existence can be mitigated, can be vanished by simply by taking shelter of the realized spiritual master, a Mahatma. A Mahatma. So this is the injunction. Krishna say many people, particularly Hindus and all, they trying to go to the Krishna directly. First of all, most of them, they are not interested, as we have read that Matinna Krishna Swatava Parata. There is no inclination for Krishna due to their overwhelming engagement in sense gratification process. Very few, Manusyanam Sahastesu, very out of millions, hardly anybody wants to really perfect their life. And out of many perfectionists, one may understand Krishna. As Krishna says, Manusyanam Sahastesu kaschid yatati siddha etatam api siddhanam kaschid mam veti tattva. Very hardly one knows me. Out of this rare people, those who are very real, particularly, and for them also, if they approach to Krishna, then they approach to, if they approach directly to Krishna, they cannot get out. They have to go through the, Krishna say in Adi Purana, that those who are claimed to be my devotee is not my actual devotee. Though those who claim to be devotee of my devotee is actually factually my devotee. So many people, particularly, they trying to jump directly to Krishna, bypassing the gurus, bona fide guru, Mahatma. No, that is not the process. In this way we cannot get the Krishna. To get Krishna, we have to go through the process. Krishna himself said that, who become devotee of my devotee, he is my factual devotee. So we have to approach a spiritual master. Naisam matitava urukarmagrim mahyasam padarada abhishekam. We have to take shelter of the school. It is stated in CC that one cannot approach Krishna directly. Yeah, this is the verses 11:28. Yame bhakta jana partha name bhaktasyate jana madbhakta nam jo me bhakta same yuktatam same bhaktatama mata bhaktatama teme bhaktatama mata. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, this is from Adi Purana, those who are my direct devotee are actually not my devotee, but those who are devotees of my servant are factually my devotee. That is the proposition of Krishna, statement of Krishna. So thank you very much. Spiritual life without spiritual master is a myth without merit. So we have to take shelter of a spiritual master, a Mahatma, who are really bona fide Mahatma, not all this, bona fide Mahatma means who 100% engage in the service of Krishna. Brahmanishtam, 100%. Mahatmanastu mamapartham daivam prakritim asritam. Bhajante mam ananya manasa. 24 hours. Bhutadim Ajam Abhyayam, Bhutadim. Understanding that Krishna is the unborn, this original and inexhaustible Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they engage in service. That Mahatma, if we approach, very easily we can get back. Very easily we can go back to Krishna and get out from this obnoxious material existence. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.